Well, hello and welcome everybody to our second session here on our new YouTube channel for The Courage to Teach Differently by Rekla Learning Studios. My name is Vanessa, and I am glad you are joining me for our second session. Today is the first day. We're going to introduce our theme. The theme for the next 2 weeks will be teacher energy and how it affects student energy in the classroom. So let's step into a classroom and just imagine, can you feel the energy instantly? Some rooms buzz with tension, others feel calm and focused. Here's the secret though. That energy usually starts with us, the teachers, right? If we walk in stressed and rushing, oh, I'm late or I've got so much to do today, students reflect that back. But if I enter calm and grounded, the whole room changes. So today, I'm going to share with you 3 resets grounded in Finnish education that protect your energy and show how Rekla exists to help teachers move from survival to calm, transformative, and exceptional classrooms. Teaching is demanding everywhere. Many teachers face over 1,000 hours of face-to-face instruction each year, particularly in the US and in the UK. In Finland, however, it's closer to about 600 hours. Pasi Sahlberg reminds us in his book, Finnish Lessons 3.0, Well-being and trust are not extras. They are foundations of success. When teachers are stretched thin, classrooms often feel restless and tense, which leads to behavior issues and ineffective learning. When teachers have space to recharge, classrooms feel calm, focused, and ready to learn, which leads to students engaging fully and even getting excited about learning. So what do you notice about your own classroom? Let's just look at this image for a moment. What side do you find yourself on? Do your students mirror your stress? Or do they pick up on your calm? Share in the comments below because your story might help another teacher as well. In Finland, teachers are trusted with time, autonomy, and balance. Their calm becomes the foundation of the classroom. And here at Rekla, we have some solutions that you can try for your classroom to address this issue of stress and energy and how you affect the class. So Rekla was created because I want the world to see the amazing movement that can happen when we follow some of these research-backed, tried and true teaching strategies that we find in Finnish education. If you are in Kenya's CBC system or a traditional system, IB, PYP, any of those classroom type styles, you can understand and know that these principles that I'm sharing with you can be adapted to your situation and your conditions, whatever they may be. So Rekla exists to help teachers bring calm into the chaos through small rhythms, student agency, and reflection, which are very, very important parts of your day. So this is one of the reasons that Rekla offers in our store some Rekla lesson bundles. You can go to my website, www.reklalearningstudios.com, and you will check out the store, see practical activities designed for large classes, 40, 50, 60 easily can do these strategies. And we also have 2 CBC online training courses, which support teachers in step-by-step to make shifts into Finnish learning system. So these are not theories, they're classroom ready resources. You can just grab a lesson bundle and implement it tomorrow. Very few materials and resources are needed for these bundles. All right, so let's get to our practical application, which is what I promise to do in every one of my lessons. We have 3 practical resets that we can do today. Most of us teach back-to-back lessons without stopping, and our energy drains fast. In Finland, teachers have protected breaks built into their day. But even when that's not possible, micro breaks matter. So here's what it looks like in practice. Between lessons, just take 2 minutes to pause between subjects. Stand tall, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, right? Take a deep breath in slowly and out slowly. Maybe grab a sip of water. It's not a luxury, it's a reset. The great thing about this is students will begin to notice that you're not in this driving mode. You're taking a moment to step back. And when they see you modeling regulation, they will begin to mirror it as well. And you're teaching self-regulation without even having to take time out of your day to teach it. The second reset you can use is with student-led roles. In Finland, students are trusted with responsibility early on. This builds independence and reduces teacher strain. So we have a lot of student autonomy in classes. So what you can do, even in a class with 50 or 60 kids, you can do this. I've done it. I did it with a group of 28 students. I integrated circle time, and it changed the atmosphere in the classroom. You can read about that story in the blog that was posted today. So here's how you do it. Assign 1 student each day to be the transition leader. And I would encourage you not necessarily to assign them, but to offer the opportunity and allow the ones that are interested in this kind of leadership to practice and really learn it. They line up the group or they guide the movement between stations. They let students run the daily check-in circle, asking, how are you feeling today? Or you can invite learners to lead reflection questions at the end of a session or at the end of the day. These roles give students ownership and they free you for a pause. Instead of you always having to carry the energy in the room, you're sharing that energy and providing responsibility for them. This shifts from teacher-centered to student-centered, which builds a calmer classroom culture. So let's just take a minute. I told you in my premiere video that I really want to engage with teachers in this YouTube channel. So the second prompt, please do share your comments so that we can engage and have a global conversation here. If you tried giving 1 classroom role to your students tomorrow, which role would you hand over first? Would it be transitions, going from one subject to the next or from one room to the next? Would it be check-ins or would it be the reflection time? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what your preferences are. All right, our last reset is an outdoor reset. This is grounding. Outdoor learning is common in Finland. Teachers know that stepping outside changes the atmosphere immediately. I'm sure this isn't just about fresh air. We call this actually grounding. It's a researched concept. Grounding means physically connecting to the earth, walking barefoot on the grass, sitting under a tree, or touching natural surfaces like wood or stone. This is what we learned from grounding. So it reduces cortisol levels. Cortisol is that stress hormone, helping both teachers and students feel calmer. It balances our nervous system, amazingly, shifting us out of that fight or flight into a state of rest and focus. Wouldn't we all love it if our students were in a state of rest and focus? It improves mood and attention, making it easier to re-engage with learning afterwards. So once we have had a moment to reset, then we can focus on learning. So here's what you can try this week. I would encourage you to take one lesson outdoor this week. Even just moving your discussion, your circle discussion, under a tree, or taking a walk around the school grounds, maybe pairing students together and giving them an open-ended question that they can discuss while they're walking. Or you can just keep it simple and end the day with reflection outside, inviting students to notice the ground beneath their feet and the air around them. Nature resets the nervous system. It gives both you and your students fresh energy. One of the things that I notice when I travel in the airports, there are some airports now that are, showing these huge screens, and the screens have nature on them. It was so wild when I was on a trip a couple of weeks ago. And I was nervous. I was stressed. Traveling can be that way. I want to get there on time. And I sat down to wait for my flight, and I noticed the screen, and I watched it for a little while. And it was just showing waterfalls and nature and animals. And I all of a sudden realized how much calmer I felt. So this really does work. So again, if you'd like to check out, we have some outdoor pedagogy themed lesson bundles in our store that will help to build the same sense of calm and focus that we've been talking about. Each bundle is designed around Finnish pedagogy and CBC competencies, so you can put these resets straight into practice. So my last reflection question for you today, you can drop a line in the comments, or you can go to my website and give me some feedback. There's a little feedback link that you can use. What's one small reset you could try this week to protect your energy? Because every drop of calm you create for yourself ripples out to your students. So in closing, teacher energy really does equal student energy. Protecting yours isn't selfish. It's essential. As Finland shows us, teacher well-being is not a luxury, it's a design principle. And that's why Rekla exists, to make this principle real in CBC classes, in global classes, no matter what system you're teaching under. It's here to support worldwide teachers who long for less chaos and more calm. To go further, check out our CBC online course, The Courage to Teach Differently, for a step-by-step training, or our lesson bundles in the Rekla store, packed with classroom-ready strategies, and our blogs and podcasts. This week, we will be blogging and podcasting about teacher energy and how it affects student energy. So you can come back and dig deeper into this theme this whole week. Subscribe here. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos so that more people, more teachers, more school leaders can join the conversation globally and help Rekla join with Rekla's journey across all platforms. And next Sunday, I'll be back and we'll take this one step deeper, and we'll build on how classroom cultures and systems can help to protect teachers' energy long term. So let's go from tradition to transformation to an exceptional classroom experience. Let's move together. Thanks for joining me. Have a great week and stay calm.